All right, welcome back, guys, to Caught the Ross channel again today. We got some more reaction videos for you guys. If you guys like these videos, go ahead and give me a thumbs up on the video, and then subscribe if you can, man. That'll really help us out here on the channel. We appreciate all the subscribers we've been getting in. Appreciate it. So, without further ado, I don't know what we're gonna have today. We might have some. I think it's going to be some more aggressive videos, so we're going to be seeing what's going on with those, but we'll see what we got, and let's hop on right over. All right, I want y'all to pay attention to something too, because a lot of people don't understand how Rottweilers bite. So if you pay attention to this, Roddy, you see how he lunges and kind of chops down at the same time? That's kind of how Roddy's bite, right? Now, I'm pretty sure they probably commanded him to bark, because this dog is actually a beast, and I doubt you that he probably even barks a lot. So, but this is an absolutely monster of a dog. I mean, just look at that. Yikes. I might actually have to do some exercise and some training with mine. What y'all think? Let me know.
This is why you should always recognize a dog's body language.
Oh boy, this video brings up so many feelings. And as the commentator, who does a fantastic job, by the way, doing the play-by-play, but one of the things he doesn't mention that I think is the actual turning point, she could have kissed his face and just walked away. He would have been fine. He might have been ready for her the next time, but what she does at the end, after she finished doing all this stuff with her mouth, is she looks him straight in the eye. Bingo, direct threat. You were sort of fooling with me before there, baby, but now you're direct threat. You're a direct threat to me. I'm going to take you out. I'm going to back you off. And that's what he does. Back off, bitch. Get out of my face, is what he's saying. And she's, oh my God, surprised. Oh, he just bit me. Just bit me, like she's offended when she'd been offending the dog for over a minute. What's your takeaway from this video? Good dog or bad dog? Smart gal? Dumb gal? Tell me about what you think about the dog. I want to know what your takeaway is, what your perspective is on what happened in this video. I'm Karen Laws, the interior dog trainer. I look forward to reading your comments.
Okay, my personal point of view on this, I don't think the dog is bad or good. I don't think the girl is good or smart or dumb. Now, I don't know what kind of dog this is. I'm not sure, but it just depends on your dog, right? I can do this with my dog without getting bit. 1000%. I can look my dog directly in the eye, straight look at him, and all they're going to do is they're going to look me in the eye and they're going to turn their head away. Usually when they turn their head away and they're trying to avoid the confrontation, I usually take that as all right, it's time for me to stop thing, because I trained them to actually move their self away from the situation. Now, it might be a situation where I can look them directly in the eye. They'll look away, but they'll kind of tuck their head in, any area that they're on close to me. And that means that they want to still go, right? So I would say this depends on a dog. Okay, eye contact in itself is not a bad thing. It can be a playful thing. It could be I just like looking at you thing. It could be I'm paying attention to you, I'm listening to you thing, right? Kissing a dog on the face is really not a bad thing, right? But again, it's all about your dog and what your dog can handle. My dogs, they respect me too much to, just kind of correct me for something like that. If they feel like they don't want to be in that situation, they'll get up and walk away, literally. And also, it's not really a Rottweiler thing to kind of eye wrestle and then say, you know what, back off. It's not really in a Rottweiler's nature to do that, so I don't really have that much to worry about as far as that regard. But this is a learning experience for her, and I would say she's also towering over this dog too. If you look, you can see how she's towering over the dog, and that's a sign of dominating the dog, stuff like that. So anytime you go over and hug over the top of your dog, or you get on top of your dog's head or anything like that, it can be very dominating. So you have to again understand your dog's nature. Now I don't know if this dog was asleep, if this dog was resting, and you always let sleeping dogs lie. Um, I wouldn't say the dog is bad. I wouldn't say the dog is good in this nature. My dogs wouldn't do this to me. And I wouldn't say the girl is dumb or smart, but it is something that she needs to pay attention to and understand the threshold of her dog. Let's continue.
If you teach them sit, stay, and come, but you're letting them jump up on you, steal your food from you, pull you on the walk, push you between the doors, demand your attention, doesn't matter how many commands that dog knows. Guess what? He knows you're weak. He knows that he could push his way around you, and he will. If you teach him sit, stay, and come, but you're
Okay, so one thing I want to take note on is teaching a dog commands. He's true is true. It doesn't mean dealio squat. The dog doesn't respect you. Again, this is all gonna be about respect here in this video. Um, if the dog doesn't respect you, man, it doesn't matter if you can tell it to get in a down position, jump up a tree. It doesn't matter because they don't respect you. So it's not going to be a thing that's going to be really effective, right? So I always say be realistic and be real world realistic with stuff like this. Now, for me, my biggest no with dealing with Cotton Bird, my two Rottweilers, is like affection, aggression, or affection guarding and stuff like that. That's my biggest no. I'm with these dogs 95% of the day, literally. Even during sleep hours, I'm usually home. I'm able to be blessed enough to work from home and stuff like that. So I'm not super busy, right? Unless I'm traveling. Okay? So I'm here. 95% of the day I'm with them. When they're not asleep, out of that time that they're not asleep, I'm with them 80% of the time, touching them, rubbing their head, doing something, getting bothered by them. So when it's time for me to have a break or it's time for me to show affection to my partner, I'm not tolerating the bullcrap. Absolutely not. It's not going to happen. We're not going down that road. It's cut because y'all get enough affection throughout the day. 95% of the day, you're getting affection. Get off of me. I don't want to deal with that. So there is boundaries that you set, right? When they're crying to get food, I make them wait until they shut up. Point blank, period. Right? So it's not more of a of you have to be this like super hard person on your dog. You just have to teach your dog boundaries, gain that respect, gain that trust. That's all that really matters. Let's go to the next one. Now, this is true. When you feed your dog raw, it ignites something in them. Okay. As far as like cereal, I always call kibble cereal because essentially that's what it is. They really don't care for it. It's not a natural thing to care. But when it gets to that raw meat and you start getting that raw meat, two dogs will snap each other's neck over that, right? Now, do I feed them cotton birds separately? Yes, I feed my dogs separately, but it's just because I think they should have space to eat, just like I have space to eat from everybody else, right? So when I eat, they don't come around me and try to come up to my plate or anything like that. I'm not having it, right? So I give them their separate space to eat. We're not in a big space as it is, as you can see, but I give them two separate spots to eat. Now, could they eat as a pack and eat like close to each other? They could without any problems whatsoever. Now, what I can say is Bird is a lot. This is the girl, smaller, little petite, no problem. I mean, unproblematic. She doesn't have any issues with anything. Just lovable couch potato, right? Will snap his head off about her food, right? She would get on big fella about her food, right? And so what you have to understand is it's just a dog communication thing. She don't want to hurt him, but she gonna let him know I'm gonna defend my food. This is what it's gonna be. So is this necessarily unhealthy here? I don't think so. But the fact that he's way over here and then he's going all the way over to that other side of the kennel to, bark at this dog and defend his food, it's kind of bad. I would feed them together as a pack more and put them all in one station, and then immediately as soon as they start fighting, get on them.
Good.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, keep away. Oh yeah, I knew that was coming. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah. This is not dangerous, man. This is So I looked into these comments, and some people it's like, oh, this is dangerous. This is not dangerous. I just wish people would stay the hell off the internet sometimes, and they see stuff like this. This is a Rottweiler's nature. This is what they do. This is not taught. This is natural for what they do, right? So I could put a ball in front of Cot, and he's gonna do this, right? This is what he do. This is how we play. You reach for it. You look like you're going to get it, and they're going to grab onto it, hold onto it with paws, or bite down on it and try to run away, and then bring it right back to you, right? So this is not dangerous at all, not even close. So people that think this is a dangerous thing, you might want to go read a book or maybe evaluate some Rottweilers or something, but this is good. Let's continue. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Woo-wee. Gotta take turn feeding them suckers. I've never seen a litter that big. The most I've ever seen was about 10. 18 pups on one litter is absolutely insane. And mama is probably feeling some type of way, and I don't blame her. Jesus. Now, as far as it comes to feeding these pups, the breeder is gonna have a hell of a day trying to rotate these dogs to get a feeding in. That's a lot of work. But this is beautiful. Probably great genetics here because I've never seen that many pups. Crazy. This is definitely like a once in a blue moon thing. 100%.
Should you teach your dog paw? As a professional dog trainer, I hate when you teach dogs paw. What ends up happening is it becomes exactly as you...
True.
Exactly as you see...
True.
Exactly as you see before you, nothing but paw. It's really
like
cute
bird.
when they're about little baby puppies, but when they're 140 pounds and growing, like Mr. Leo here, who's only 10 months old, this is a big-ass claw.
True. Just like bird.
It's very abrasive on the pads. He's got those nails. And
Just
when you're
like
trying
that.
to just sit down and eat dinner or talk to a camera or speak to someone, that paw is just going to keep coming and coming and coming. By the way, the difference between one paw and two paws is the difference between paw and jumping. So I don't even like to let the dog know that it's okay to put their paws on me. Is it cute? Yes, it is, but it can create problems down the road. So think twice before you teach your dog paw. Should you?
Paw is not necessarily bad. It's really inherently whatever you want it to be. If you want them just to teach paw, just to give them some dap or show them a token of appreciation, you can do so. Nothing's wrong with teaching paw at all. I also get what he's saying about, it's one step away from jumping, yada, yada, yada. Okay, but again, if the dog respects you, it won't jump on you. Again, here, nothing's wrong with this, but again, nothing's wrong with teaching paw either. So good advice, bad advice from him. I would say it's okay advice, but I would still teach paw. That's my personal opinion.
Hey guys, you want to know how to apologize to your dog for, say, stepping on a paw or accidentally bumping them too hard with your body? Let me show you. Just a minute ago, Mr. Pickles was laying on his side, and I accidentally stepped on his ear. And I
Oh,
turned
I've done
around, I
that.
came back, I just kind of touched the top of his head and then touched the
True.
ear real soft and gentle, and then I moved away. So a dog apology is more like a gentle acknowledgement that something happened. You ever seen two dogs collide at a dog park? They'll often come back and kind of just gently acknowledge that there was this collision, and then they turn and run off. And that's how dogs apologize. If you have any questions, leave them below.
I agree with this. I see Bird apologize to Kata all the time. Even when he bothers her, gets on her nerves or something like that, and she corrects him, she'll go right back to him and just like sniff in his ear and just be like, okay, it's good. We cool. So this is actually true. And when I do step on my dog's ears all the time, which is kind of, I do watch while I'm stepping, but they lay down in different spots. I can't be perfect. But I do apologize and I do touch their ear and I do say sorry and also probably give them a kiss on the head. So let's move on.
Dogs should not sleep in the bed.
It's his bed. He just lets me sleep here.
Okay, your dog can sleep in the bed. It's fine. Now, does your dog respect you? If it respects you, let him sleep in the bed. If your dog doesn't respect you, do not let him sleep in the bed. Is your dog a certain type of breed that shouldn't be sleeping in the bed? That's the number one question you should be asking yourself. Even if the dog respects you, stuff like, for example, like a Kangal, huge, big, self-service dog, loner, does stuff on its own, protects the farm. That dog doesn't sleep in the bed. It's not meant to sleep in the bed. It's too big and ferocious. I wouldn't let a Dogo Argentino sleep in the bed. Okay? Presser. It's possible I won't let a Presser sleep in the bed. Right? So certain dogs don't need to sleep in the bed. Rottweilers, no issue with them sleeping in the bed. They're really family dogs. Pit bulls, no issue sleeping in the bed. So you really don't have to really worry about dogs sleeping in the bed too much. I get what they're saying, but make sure the dog respects you. That's it. All right, so that's it for today, man. I hope you enjoyed those reactions to that video. Let me know what you think about in the comment section below, man. I'm curious to know what you guys think about some of this stuff. I actually kind of enjoyed these videos. A lot of these were educational, and I'm not a dog trainer or anything. I just give my personal perspective on this stuff. And as always, friends, go ahead, hit that like, comment, subscribe for us. We appreciate it, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.